Hello students, welcome to my channel Learning History Made Easy. In today's video, we will be discussing about the Harappan economy. Before going into the video, if anyone is seeing the channel for the first time or if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and share it with your friends, and also click the bell button to receive notifications whenever I upload new videos. So without wasting time, let us get into the video. So as I have told, today's video is about Harappan economy. Harappan economy. Okay. So the Harappan economy was based on the irrigated surplus agriculture, then cattle rearing, and proficiency in various crafts and brisk trade, both internal and external. So basically, the Harappan economy was based on agriculture, then there was cattle rearing, then proficiency in various crafts. So there was various crafts, and also there was trade, brisk trade that was going on. Trade means there was both internal and external trade. So these were the basic things in the Harappan economy. So first it was agriculture. See, Harappan village produced sufficient food grains not only to feed themselves but also the town people. So the agriculture, it was sufficient. The sufficient food grains, it was to feed themselves but also the town people. It was sufficient for themselves as well as for the town people. So that much was their agricultural produce. But in agriculture, if you see, no hoe or plowshare has been discovered. So hoe or a plowshare has not been discovered in most of the Harappan sites. But the furrows discovered in the pre-Harappan phase at Kalibangan indicate that the fields were ploughed in Rajasthan. So there is an indication that the fields were ploughed. That is indicated by the furrows which has been discovered in the pre-Harappan phase. Okay, furrows which has been discovered in the pre-Harappan phase, especially at Kalibangan, indicate that the fields were ploughed in Rajasthan during the Harappan period. So agriculture was their main occupation. It was enough for themselves and the town people. But hoe and plowshare has not been discovered. But the furrows discovered show that the fields were ploughed in the areas of Rajasthan. The Harappans probably used wooden plowshare, so they must have used a wooden plowshare. Okay, so the Harappans must have used wooden plowshare for ploughing their fields, and these wooden plowshare must have been drawn by oxen. Okay, oxen or maybe camels must have drawn the wooden plowshare, that they may have been used for drawing the plowshare. Then for harvesting the crops, stone sickles may have been used. Stone sickles may have been used for the purpose of harvesting the crops. Now for the irrigation purpose, gabarbans or nalas enclosed by dams. This was used for the purpose of storing water. Okay, so these gabarbans or nalas, they were enclosed by dams for storing water. This was a feature in parts of especially Balochistan and Afghanistan. In Balochistan and Afghanistan, we can see this type of construction for storing of water. Channel or canal irrigation was not practiced. The practice of canal irrigation must not have been there. It was not found much, was not practiced during this time. So this was about their basic agriculture, that is wooden plowshare drawn by oxen or camels, stone sickles for harvesting, and nalas enclosed by dams for storing water, especially in Balochistan and Afghanistan, was found during that time. Now, what all crops did they produce? They produced basically wheat, barley, rye, peas, etc. So these were the main crops cultivated, and the main crops were wheat and barley. And in wheat and barley, two types were produced. Two types of wheat and barley was produced. In addition to these, they also produced sesame, then mustard, dates, etc. So mustard, dates, sesame seeds, all these were produced by them. At places like Lothal and Rangpur, we find some evidence of rice cultivation, because rice was found embedded in clay and pottery. Okay, rice was found embedded in clay and pottery. So it shows that in these places rice was also cultivated other than wheat, barley, peas, etc. And the Indus people were the earliest to produce cotton. Okay, they were the earliest. Indus people were the earliest to produce cotton, and because of this, Greeks called the area Sindon. Okay, Greeks, they called the area of cultivation as Sindon, which is derived from Sindh. Okay, Sindon, Sindh. So Indus people were the earliest to produce cotton. So all these were the points regarding their agriculture. So agriculture was the first activity in Harappan economy. Now if we see the second thing, we can see domestication of animals. Domestication of animals. So other than agriculture, the Harappan people practiced domestication of animals. So which all animals were domesticated? Oxen, then buffalo, goats, sheep, pigs. All these were the domesticated animals. And the most favored animal among them was humped bulls. Humped bulls were favored by the Harappans. Then from the very beginning, dogs were regarded as pets. Harappans regarded dogs as pets, and two animals like asses and camels, they were used as beast of burden, that is for transportation, for carrying goods, etc. Beast of burden. Okay, for carrying goods, for transportation, for drawing plowshare. So all these things, asses and camels were used. And camel bones have been found in places like Kalibangan. Camel bones have been found in places like Kalibangan. And evidence of horse, okay, a horse was not much in found, but evidence of horse are reported from places like Mohenjo-daro, then Lothal, then Surkotada. In all these places, we can find evidence of horses. But in any case, Harappan culture was not horse-centered. A horse was not that important. And also two other animals which were known to them were elephants. I'll write it here. Elephants and rhinoceros. Rhinoceros were the two animals which were known to the two other animals which were known to the Harappans. So this was about the domestication of animals in the Harappan civilization. Next, let us see about their knowledge of technology and craft. Technology and craft. The Harappan culture, we know the urban culture belongs to the Bronze Age. And the people used many tools and implements of stone. So tools and implements, many were used by them. Implements were made of stone, and also they were acquainted with the manufacture and use of bronze. They used tools and implements of stone, and also they were well acquainted with the use of bronze. Numerous tools and weapons recovered from Harappan sites suggest that bronze smiths constituted an important group of artisans. So, if we see the remains which we find from different sites, we understand that bronze smiths, they were very important group of artisans in Harappan society. Artisans in Harappan society, the bronze smiths, they were very important group of artisans in the Harappan society. Now the making of bronze was made with mixing of tin and copper. Mixing tin and copper. Okay, bronze was made with mixing tin and copper, but occasionally they also mixed arsenic with copper for the purpose. Instead of tin, sometimes they also mixed arsenic with copper for the purpose. So this was and the bronze smiths had an important role. They were a very important group of artisans in the Harappan society. Now, other than this, objects of gold are also reasonably common. Okay, gold objects. Gold objects were also reasonably common in the Harappan society, and silver also makes its earlier appearance in the Indus civilization. Silver also make its earlier appearance in the Indus civilization, and silver was much common than gold. If you compare silver and gold, gold objects were there, it was reasonably common, but comparing that, silver was relatively more common than gold. Silver objects were found in more number in Harappan society than gold. Now, if you see the tools and implements which they made, axes, chisels, knives, spearheads, etc., were made of bronze and stone. So all these tools were made of, either they were made of bronze or sometimes they were made both with bronze and stone. And several other important crafts flourished in Harappan town. So other than these tool making, there were also many other crafts which flourished in the Harappan towns. If you see the example, the town of Chanhudaro and Lothal have yielded evidence of the presence of workshops of bead makers. So in both these towns, we can find workshops of bead makers. So in the towns of Chanhudaro and Lothal have yielded evidence of the presence of workshops of bead makers. Then a piece of woven cotton have been recovered from Mohenjo-daro. A piece of woven cotton have been found from Mohenjo-daro. Okay, Mohenjo-daro. And textile impression have been found on several objects. Then spindle whorls were used for spinning. Spindle whorls, that also shows that spinning was common during that time. Spindle whorls were used for spinning. Weavers wove cloth of cotton and wool. Both cotton and wool were used for weaving clothes. And evidences indicate the presence of many other craftsmen, like we can see potters, then stone masons, then brick makers, etc. All these kind of crafts also existed. That is shown from the evidences which we get from different sites. So just let us go through the points which we have studied till now. Harappan economy. The Harappan economy was based on irrigated surplus agriculture, cattle rearing, proficiency in various crafts, and brisk trade, both internal and external. Agriculture. Harappan villages produce sufficient food grains not only to feed themselves but also the town people. No hoe or plowshare has been discovered, but the furrows discovered in the pre-Harappan phase at Kalibangan indicate that the fields were ploughed in Rajasthan during the Harappan period. The Harappans probably used the wooden plowshare drawn by oxen, and camels may have been used for this purpose. Stone sickles may have been used for harvesting the crops. Gabbar bins or nalas enclosed by dams for storing water were a feature in parts of Baluchistan and Afghanistan. Channels or canal irrigation was probably not practiced. The Indus people produced wheat, barley, rye, peas, etc. They produced two types of wheat and barley. In addition, they produced sesame, mustard, dates, etc. At Lothal and Rangpur, rice was found embedded in clay and pottery. The Indus people were the earliest to produce cotton, and because of this, the Greeks called the area Sindan, which is derived from Sindh. Domestication of animals. Although Harappans practiced agriculture, animals were kept on a large scale. Oxen, buffalo, goats, sheep, and pigs were domesticated. Humped bulls were favored by the Harappans. From the very beginning, dogs were regarded as pets, asses and camels used as beasts of burden. Camel bones are reported at Kalibangan. Evidence of horse are also reported from Mohenjo-daro, Lothal and Surkotada. In any case, the Harappan culture was not horse-centered. Elephants and rhinoceros were well known to the Harappans. Technology and craft. The Harappan culture belongs to the Bronze Age. The people used many tools and implements of stone, but they were very well acquainted with the manufacture and use of bronze. Numerous tools and weapons recovered from Harappan sites suggest that bronze smiths constituted an important group of artisans in the Harappan society. Bronze was made by mixing tin with copper, but they occasionally mixed arsenic with copper for this purpose. Objects of gold are reasonably common, and silver makes its earliest appearance in the Indus civilization and was relatively more common than gold. Axes, chisels, knives, spearheads, etc. were made of bronze and stone. Several other important crafts flourished in the Harappan towns. The town of Chanhodaro and Lothal have yielded evidence of the presence of workshops of bead makers. A piece of woven cotton have been discovered from Mohenjo-daro, and textile impressions have been found on several objects. Spindle whorls were used for spinning. Weavers wove cloth of cotton and wool. Evidences indicate the presence of potters, stonemasons, brick makers, shell workers, etc. So next, let us continue about the crafts of Harappan society. The Harappans also practiced boat making. So other than all this bead making, pottery making, they also practiced boat making. And potter's wheel was in full use during the Harappan period. Potter's wheel. Okay, they used potter's wheel. It was in full use during the Harappan period, and they had their own characteristic pottery. Harappans had their own characteristics pottery, or the specified pottery which belonged to them, which was glossy and shiny. Okay, the pottery was glossy and shiny. The greatest artist creation of Harappans are the seals. Okay, regarding the artistic creations, the greatest is their seals. The seals were made of steatite. Harappan seals were made of steatite, and their size ranged from 1 centimeter to 5 centimeter. Okay, the seals were about 1 centimeter to 5 centimeter. Two main types of seals have been found in different sites. The first seal is square. Okay, square shaped with a carved animal and inscription. So the first seal will be square shaped seal. On that an animal will be carved and some inscriptions will be written. Okay, carved animal and inscription. The second type of seal is rectangular. Okay, in this seal animal carving is not there, but only inscription is there. Inscription only. Okay, a rectangular type of seal with animal carving not there, only some kind of an inscriptions will be there. So these were the two main types of seals. First is square with a carved animal and inscription, and second is rectangular with inscription only. And when you say about the first type of seal, that is square with carved animal, which all kind of animals were mostly carved on these seals? The seals contain picture of, that is, one-headed animal unicorn. One-headed animal, that is unicorn. Okay, unicorn was carved on some seals. Then on some seals, buffaloes were carved, then tiger, then elephant, rhinoceros, etc. So all these were the animals which were carved on the seals. Other than seal making, stone sculpture making, or basically sculpture making, was popular. Stone sculptures were made. Terracotta figurines. When you learn about the toys used by the Harappans, we know many terracotta figurines have been reported from many Harappan sites. Then there are also images of metals. Okay, images of metals also were made by the Harappans, and the most important of them is a bronze dancing girl. Bronze dancing girl's image. That is very important, is an important specimen, and she is wearing a necklace. Apart from wearing a necklace, she is naked. That is the most important specimen of Harappan artistic skills related to images of metals made. So all these were the points regarding the Harappan art and craft. So let us just go through the points we have studied once more. The Harappans also practiced boat making. Potter's wheel was in full use, and Harappans produced their own characteristic pottery, which was glossy and shiny. The greatest artistic creation of Harappans are the seals. They were made of steatite and range in size from 1 centimeter to 5 centimeter. Two main types of seals are seen. The first, square with a carved animal and inscription, and second, rectangular with an inscription only. The seals contain pictures of one-horned animal called unicorn, buffaloes, tiger, elephant, etc. Stone sculptures and terracotta figurines have also been reported from various sites. Beautiful images of metals were also made by the Harappan artisans. A woman dancer made of bronze is the best specimen, and she, apart from wearing a necklace, is naked. So all these were the points regarding Harappan economy. So I will continue with the points regarding Harappan civilization in the next videos also. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment section. And also, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. About 73% of the people who are seeing the channel have not subscribed. So please do subscribe, like and share. Your likes and shares will be of a great encouragement for me to make more and more videos. So I hope to see you all soon in the coming video. Thank you for watching.